Are you sick of renting and thinking about buying a home, but not exactly sure where to start? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you a few things you must do in order to be ready to buy a home. So the very first thing you want to do before you ever even start looking at houses is getting your finances in order. So that means budgeting. That means taking a look at the money that you actually have coming in versus what is going out. A lot of the times we're not aware of our own spending. I'm guilty of that. And a lot of smaller things can add up and we don't always have a clear picture of where our money is going. So I highly recommend before even starting the process of home shopping and even years before, if you're looking down the pipeline, it's a good idea to get a handle of your financial standing, how much debt you have versus your assets, all those types of things. And that way you will feel a lot more prepared when it comes time to deciding how much you can afford in a house. Traditionally, a lot of people would wait to buy a house until they had at least 20% of the purchase price ready to go as a down payment. The main reason for that is related to PMI, which I will do a video on later. But nowadays, with us being in a market where houses are selling so quickly and they are appreciating so much, a lot of people actually benefit from buying a house with lower percentage down and not waiting for interest rates to go up and that sort of thing. So any money you put down, of course, is a great thing, but don't let that number be what holds you back if you think you aren't good financial standing. Otherwise, there's a lot to consider when you're looking at your overall, financial situation. Next up is going to be getting pre-approved for a loan. This is the part when the bank actually tells you how much you can qualify for getting as a loan towards a home purchase. So that amount sometimes might be higher than what you're actually comfortable spending. In fact, I usually recommend that you purchase a home for much less than what your maximum qualification is for. The reason for that is because you know what you're actually comfortable spending, and you may have certain expenses or things that could come up down the line, and it's always better to be prepared for those and to be spending less on your mortgage than, maxing it out. So that is a step that you want to make sure to take so that you know what range you're looking at and then compare it to that budget that you had just made. If you're buying a home with another person, it's also really important to compare your list before you start touring homes. Sometimes you may not realize what the other person really wants, something that is really important to them and isn't negotiable versus something else that maybe they don't care about it quite as much. So it's a good idea to be on the same page before you start touring so that you know what is something you absolutely have to have and what things can maybe be built later or something that you could change about the house down the road. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my website linked below for all things real estate.